Hey gang, Spada here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Energon Deluxe Class Rodimus. Now, Rodimus is a rocket-powered truck. A very interesting looking vehicle, if I do say so myself. It is a little weird though. His weapon does sit on the back spoiler of the truck mode, but overall, actually, I kind of dig the truck mode, even if it is a little bit oddly proportioned. You've got a lot of mass up here in the front and very little back here on the rear of the vehicle mode. But overall, it looks good, and it's well painted and well realized for a not Rodimus, or a evolved form of Hot Rod, if you will. In fact, I think this works better than anything we got in G1 with Rodimus Prime. I actually like this idea a lot better. So transformation into robot mode is probably one of the more complex for the Deluxe class vehicles. We'll put the gun off to the side. To start, we're going to take the sides here and fold them forward, or take the sides of the cab and fold them forward. And then take the front grille and flip that up as far as it'll go. That will enable us to come and fold the cab almost all the way forward, and then fold, and then continue folding it forward while we fold it up, if that makes any sense. So I'll just do that again. Fold it out about halfway, then fold that section forward or back to the back of the vehicle, and then continue folding it up. Then we'll turn the entire vehicle upside down. Take this section that's folded up and fold that down to form the, I guess, the crotch piece. Then come underneath to the cab and fold out these spurs, or these heels. Then what we'll do is we'll take the back of the vehicle mode and split it in half. Sometimes easier said than done. And then fold up the head. Now there's this little nub right here that the head will actually pseudo-peg onto. And then the rockets will actually fold back in and form the fists. And then just form the arm, and then fold the arms down and get them into place. And here we have Rodimus in robot mode. Now, I have to admit, I really like this robot mode. From the front, at least. From the front, this robot mode looks great. Then we start turning it around, and it doesn't look so good from the back. But overall, I think it looks good. I think it's very interesting. We have an interesting transformation. And as a robot, he looks cool. He looks like he could definitely lead some Autobots. Now, my figure has a problem. Specifically, you remember these heels we folded out? You see this damage right here? That's actually a peg that broke off. It was a peg on both sides, and I just put too much pressure from folding the heel parts out, and now the whole figure leans back a little bit. I've got to figure out how to fix that, because it really causes some problems in the one combined mode. But as I said, overall, robot mode I think looks great. The face is very G1-esque, and as I said, it overall works for me in robot mode. So let's go ahead and take a look at its Power Links mode. We'll start with pants this time. And here we have Rodimus in pants mode. Now, Rodimus in pants mode is just a mess. From the front, it looks fine, but you've got all this junk hanging off the back. And this is where the heel problem really comes into display, because the whole figure just leans back like that. And these heels have a tendency to fall off. So, yeah. Major problems there. I haven't really figured out a way to fiddle with things just to get it lined up so that maybe there's a little bit of better stability. I think the best thing to do is just kind of collapse it forward like that. It looks ridiculous if you look at it from the side, but from the front it works okay. Overall, I think Rodimus is better served as not being somebody's pants. And here we have Rodimus in shirt mode, or Power Link shirt mode. And overall, it doesn't look too bad. It does have quite a bit of kibble, but overall, it's not awful. It could be a lot worse. And it doesn't look that bad at all. Not a terribly huge fan of it, but it's better than the pants mode. And it makes you think that, okay, well, yeah, he's got these cannons up here. That's pretty cool. The fists are just kind of molded in plastic and very reminiscent of Hotshot, but I think this works where Hotshot's didn't. Overall, not bad at all. You can also deploy these, the heels straight up to give it an even more Japanesey look, but I don't. Overall, like I said, pretty cool, not bad at all. Overall, I like Rodimus. It's a good figure, and even with his flaws, he's still fun to play with and fun to look at. The figure itself is pretty darn fun, as I just said. It is a little weird, I'm not going to lie, and it does take a little bit getting used to, especially with the weird transformation and some of the weird quirks that the figure itself displays. But overall, I like it. It's not bad at all. The only issue is sometimes I can never remember how to transform him back into vehicle mode. I know that's weird, but I can never remember how to get him back into vehicle mode. It always takes me a minute. And that is probably just due to the fact that his transformation is definitely not typical. And that's, I think, one part of his charm. Now, he was repainted in a 2-pack with Prowl in a SWAT repaint, and that SWAT repaint looks pretty darn good. The white and the black, very cool looking. Unfortunately, I have never been able to find that thing. I think the one time I found it was online for a ridiculous amount of money. But overall, it's a pretty darn cool figure, and I think this one is worth being in your collection.